Hi guys, it's Louisa, and in today's video, we are going to be reacting to Taylor Swift's Evermore album. We are going to be listening and reacting for the very first time. I normally do Disney dance and decluttering videos, but I have been known to venture into other topics as well. And right now, because of Taylor Swift's surprise announcement that she was releasing her 9th studio album, Evermore, I'm on a Taylor Swift kick right now. And I've always been a Swiftie. See, got the red bracelet. Yes. I did actually film my reactions to when Folklore came out in July, but I didn't upload them. I just kind of have them for me, so I remember what it was like to first listen to those songs. But I thought like this would be really fun to kind of look back on and reflect and share with other Swifties as we look at this album and enjoy this album. We got the Folklore cardigan, the red bracelet, my favorite album of the T-Swift, yes. And then I have this Taylor Swift hat, or I just like to call it that. I just think it's a hat she would wear. And we're just gonna go ahead and get going, guys. Song number one, track number one is Willow. So let's do this. Ooh. I wanna listen to this on a beach. I come back stronger than a 90s trend. Oh. Oh, that is a bop. Starting off strong. Wow. That is a bop. Ooh. All right, good start, guys. Good start. Okay, here we go. Next, number two is Champagne Problems. This sounds like New Year's Day. Your mom's ringing in your pocket. Now no one's celebrating. All of us in 2020. No crowd of friends applauding. Sometimes you just don't know the answer. So someone's on their knees and asks you. Wow. That is a gut puncher. Wow. Sorry, my dogs are sleeping in the back. As you can tell, they are moved by this album so far. Wow. Oh my God. That was, wow. It's so emotional, and like you could tell it's like such a heartbreaking like situation because it's about like a called off engagement, and but yet the back, the beats in the back, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of like jamming, but I'm like, this is emotional, so I'm not like I want to go hard. But wow, I was not expecting that. I mean, I should have known that this would be emotional, but I didn't really expect it from a song like that. And the vibes, like, to New Year's Day were so paralleled. Wow. Okay. Next is track number 3, Gold Rush. So, here we go. Wonder if this will sound a little bit more country, but maybe not. Gold rush, I don't like you. Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you. What must it be like to grow up that beautiful? Folklore. Have you noticed that Taylor, especially on Folklore and this so far, likes to talk about ships and water? But she's a fire sign. That's the end? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fun. That has a beat. I love it. Wow, I was like, probably maybe this one's not gonna be a favorite of mine, or I'm not really gonna like this one. Wow. That one's also a jam. Wow, guys, this is starting off super, super strong. Oh my God. Next is track number 4, 'Tis the Season. I am a Disney channel, so I don't want to offend any of my viewers by cussing, so sorry. And here we go. Okay, this one's gonna be emotional. I feel it. There's an ache in you, there by the ache in me. Ooh. Always leads to you. Wow. That for me was probably the most relatable song so far on this, because that lyric, and it always leads to you in our hometown. Wow. That hit me, man. I don't know if anyone else had someone they thought of when they heard that, but I definitely thought of someone. And I also just think this song is like hitting me real hard because I am living with my parents right now due to the whole situation, due to the whole pandemic situation. That's why I'm here. And I'm in my hometown, and I'm kind of back. And I remember when I was in college, I kind of said I didn't really want to go back to my hometown, and I thought after college I would move to Orlando, and now I'm here. And yeah, this one hit me. So wow. Track number 5 is Tolerate It. Okay. And watch you tolerate it. If my love should be celebrated, you tolerate it. Oh. Wait by the door like I'm just a kid. You were out building other worlds, where was I? Now I'm begging for footnotes in the story of your life. Oh my God. Always taking up too much space or time. Oh God. Believe me, I could do it. Yes. Been there in terms of just feeling like I'm doing too much. And I hate how sometimes in relationships you can kind of tell when one person cares more than the other. And I think generally I have been that person, so I know exactly how this feels. And I love the part where she was like, I could if I wanted to, or I could do it. I'm like, yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. That's emotional, and that's really good. And the footnotes lyric, that was incredible. Oh my God. And my love should be celebrated. Yes. Amen. Amen. Next in our track listing is number 6, No Body, No Crime, which is featuring Haim. I'm a little nervous about this one. No Body, No Crime. Seems a little intense, but here we go. Oh, police sirens. That's a nice touch at the beginning. Hey, marjorie on our joint account. Ooh. Olive Garden. Up to the day I die. Oh geez, I've watched enough crime shows. This is really Taylor going back to her roots. I'm laughing because I feel like this totally negates something she did in Folklore. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm going to say this. For those that really miss Country Taylor, it's back in this one. This is 100% Country Taylor. This reminds me of Picture to Burn. This reminds me of Should Have Said No, Better Than Revenge from Speak Now. Like this is Taylor from back in the day. This is vengeful Taylor over here. I remember how on Folklore she was saying how kind of like in love triangles, like how August, is just a girl that like, that had feelings just like Betty, and she's not a villain, she's not a bad person. And I do think it's interesting that in this song there's kind of that love triangle going on, and it's the guy that's, again, the big problem, kind of like James in the Betty and August situation. But then at the end, like, they're kind of trying to pin this on her. And I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. Next is Happiness. What's interesting is I'm looking at the track listing now, and I'm looking at the writers, and there's not as much Jack Antonoff on this, which is interesting because I really liked a good portion of songs he did on Folklore, maybe more than the Aaron Dresser songs, or Desner songs. Sorry, I said that wrong. But so I just kind of think that's interesting, looking at like the writers and producers on this as I'm going through this. But next song, track number 7, is Happiness. And my dogs are walking around, so sorry if you hear them. Ooh, this is really calming. And face reinvention. She's the queen of reinvention. Hope she'll be a beautiful fool. My spot next to you. Haven't met the new me yet. There was happiness because of me. Ooh. Yeah. By making you a villain. Yep. It's a nicety. In our history. Okay, this wasn't track 5, but this had total track 5 energy. Wow. Yeah, Happiness talks about that feeling, I think, of like divorce, and kind of touches on the things talked about in My Tears Ricochet, but there was kind of a moving on, and there was kind of a other side of the tunnel to this song, which I really liked, because there is life after divorce, and there is life at the end of a relationship. And I also really liked the line, I can't remember it specifically, but when she said, you know, something about, you know, having you as the villain, because that's so true. Like, that doesn't do anything really. Like, that doesn't help the situation at all. So yeah, that was really good, and I kind of liked how calm the background was. That was really, really good. Out of the 7 songs I've heard, this one might just be the best, I think, that I've heard, just in terms of everything. That song was great. Next up is track number 8, and it is Dorothea, and it has a name to it like track 8 on Folklore, aka August. So let's do this. This kind of reminds me of Hey Stephen, but obviously less happy. Aw, that's nice. Ooh. High school love. Tupelo. That's fun to say. Wow. I feel like I've said that after each one of these songs. Wow. That one is really fun to listen to, and the comparisons are just the kind of, it takes me back to like early Taylor, kind of like her lyrics in this one horse town, and in this song it's talked about a small town and how Dorothea is kind of like a star on the small screen. And so I think that that's just kind of interesting. Like, this takes me back to like early Taylor Swift vibes, which I like, and it just, yeah, it just takes me back to that early Taylor vibe. And like, this is just like, I don't know, like a fun song, or like a song I can see myself like sitting on my porch and just singing or listen to in the summertime. I don't know, random, but that one was fun. I do like that one. I gotta say, like, we're not through the album yet, but I have to say, just, I remember when I first listened to Folklore and I was like, it just feels like there's the same vibe kind of over and over, and I was like, okay, I'm waiting for something upbeat. And I gotta say, I really love this variety, and I love how there's like some upbeat songs and then there's some more lyrical songs. Like, this is great. 10 out of 10. I'm loving this. I'm happy camper. Next up is track 9, which is Coney Island, and this features the National. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be really pretty. Preparing my heart.
To you any more than who am I related to? What's a lifetime of achievement? We were like the mall before the internet. It was the gift wrapped suburban dream.
Gift wrapped suburban dreams.
No surprises, disappointments, close your eyes. When I got into the accident, this before me was your face.
Oh.
I think that I forgot to say your name.
Whoa.
But I think that I forgot to say your
Okay, this one is interesting. I really like the background and what's going on with the music, and I love that. And I do think it is really just pretty what's going on there, so I enjoyed listening to that. Here's my thing that confused me, is like, the guy was like, you know, when I had the accident, your face flashed before my eyes. And then Taylor says, when I got up to the podium, I forgot to say her name. And then they both sing both of those parts. So I don't really understand the story here. Like, I don't know. That's kind of where it lost me, where I was like, I thought I knew what the story was, and it lost me. I was like, wait, what? Both of you are singing both of those parts now, so, like, you forgot to say her name, and she forgot to say your name, so, like, did only one of you have the accident? I don't know. The story just got a little bit off to me, but I love the background on that one, so maybe I just need to listen to it more, and then I can, like, figure out the story a little bit more. Next is track 10, which is Ivy. Okay, here we go. Ivy! Stop you putting roots in my dreamland. Ooh, I like that. And now I'm covered in you. Ooh. Oh, the way she's singing this is reminding me of another song, and I'm trying to think about which one it is. I almost do. That's what this is reminding me of. So many affairs, man. People are being more dramatic in these songs. Dare to sit and watch what will become. Ooh, this turns into a cowboy hat. Taylor really loves these love triangles and these affairs. Yes. At first, like, the very first verse, I was like, but then it got to the chorus, and I was like, okay, this song got me. Okay, there we go. Wasn't feeling the first verse, but then I was like, ooh, yes, some great lyrics in there. But yeah, again, kind of going back to those country roots, and that was so weird. I was like, I feel like I've heard her kind of sound like this before, and it was from Red, which was my favorite album of hers, and it sounds like I Almost Do, when she kind of like, the end of a long, hard week. She was doing kind of the same thing in this song. Track 11, which is Cowboy Like Me. Okay, if this isn't country, I'm gonna be a little confused, but who knows? It is. Be careful. You're a bandit like me. You're a bandit like me. Hustling for the good life. Okay, this sounds kind of John Mayer-y, and we all know how Taylor feels about John Mayer, but cool. Ladies lunching always have their stories. Ooh, forever is the sweetest con. Okay, am I being bad? I thought that one kind of went on a little bit long. I was kind of like, okay, I think that song could have been a little bit shorter. Like, that could have been cut a little bit. Because I was like, okay, cool. And then it kind of repeated itself. So, some awesome moments lyrically. This definitely sounds very like Taylor's early roots. Like, this is definitely country, and I mean, it's saying cowboy like me. So I think so far this has been my least favorite song on this album, just because I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it as much as the others. Track number 12. This is Long Story Short. I'm excited for this one. I really hope. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like this one. This could be emotional. Oh, this could be a bop too. Yes, this is a bop. Precipice. Ooh, that's a word. Ooh. We've all been there. Ooh, Evermore. Not in Evermore.
yourselves before you get the chance to swing.
Yes, love that.
Long story short, I survived.
Yes, that was a bop. That was a beat. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, yes, I'll be listening to that. That will be one of my most played off of this album. I can just tell now. Yeah! Pew, pew. We have 3 more songs because we're listening to the standard edition. No one has the deluxe physical edition in their hands yet, except maybe Taylor. So, no bonus tracks today. Next up is Marjorie, track number 13.
Died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. Never be so polite. You forget your power.
This is like just a song of life advice. I'm watching the lyrics videos as I'm listening to this on her Vivo. I'm wondering, it's showing a lot of old footage of someone, and I'm pretty sure this is about her grandmother. Aww.
All your closets of backlog.
All your closets of backlog dreams.
Singing to me now.
Yeah, it says Marjorie Finley,
She's still around.
1928 through 2003. And it's showing footage of her with Taylor, so. Backing vocals by Marjorie Finley? That's awesome. So clearly this was a very personal song for her because it's about her family. I'm assuming it's her grandmother. I may be off on that, but wow. Yeah, that I did not think that that was really going to be based on a real person. I kind of thought this was going to be among Betty and things like that. But wow. Good for her. Good for her. That's awesome. Just when people make it so personal, because then it's so much more relatable and you think of the artist as more human than just being a musical artist and celebrity. So love that about Taylor. Next is track number 14, and this is Closure. I feel like this one's gonna be emotional. Oh.
Yes, I don't need your closure. Treat me like some situation that needs to be handled.
Ooh.
Yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. Closure.
The closure's in air quotes.
Staying friends with, iron it out so nice.
Ooh.
Yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better.
Yes, that was a bop. Yes, I was just thinking that was gonna be the most emotional one because it's titled Closure and you're like, oh, I'm ready to cry. But I like that was a little bit more upbeat, and I love kind of, she said, like the spite that's in there. I'm like, yes, we love a fiery Taylor over here. But she keeps talking about water. Like, girl, she's really into ships and seas and lakes and all this other stuff. So, all right, last song on the standard edition. This is the title track. This is Evermore featuring Bon Iver. Exile was a lot of people's favorite song on Folklore, so I'm excited to hear this. So, here we go.
Motion capture, put me in a bad light.
It's done that to a lot of us.
To fight for.
This is like the slowest song on the album. Bon Iver, are you coming? I think it's because this is the first time I'm listening to it, but not loving this as much as I thought I would. Yeah, I didn't like that one as much as I thought I would. I feel like Bon Iver doesn't do as much as he did in Exile on that one. And yeah, I think it's maybe just because I've heard them do a duet, and Exile was the first time hearing that, and I was like, wow, like this is really good. But yeah, I don't know, that one just didn't grab me. I wonder if it's just because it's like the ending track, and for me it's kind of like Hoax was on Folklore. Like, it's fine. it just doesn't, it's not my favorites. So, I don't know. Call me crazy. I'm sure everyone is I'm sure everyone is like, this song's amazing, and I'm just missing something, but I'll just have to listen to it more, but it didn't quite do it for me. But when these physical deluxe editions come out, and we have Right Where You Left Me and It's Time to Go, the bonus tracks, maybe that'll kind of end it on a different note for me, because like I loved the bonus tracks, the Lakes for Folklore. So I don't know, call me crazy. So that was the entire album of the standard edition. So overall thoughts, I love how more of the songs on this one are more up-tempo. I love Folklore, but I remember thinking when I first listened to that album, I was like, okay, I kind of wish there was something a little bit more upbeat, and this album has multiples of that. And it also does have the songs that are slower and more emotional, and then there's upbeat ones that are emotional. So cool. And there's some that are just, I think, that were fun for her, like No Body, No Crime. So I don't know, but I like this a lot. I really like it, and I think I might end up liking it more than Folklore, just based off of my reactions to these songs, just from the first time listening to and reacting. But we'll see. I'm excited to see this new era of Taylor Swift and what it means to all of us. So definitely let me know down in the comments, did you agree with me? What were your first reactions? What were your first thoughts about this album? Definitely would love to talk to you guys in the comments. And yeah, give this a like if you enjoyed this video, and then hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And I upload every Tuesday and Saturday, but right now, because Taylor Swift did a surprise album, this video is also a surprise and is being uploaded on a Friday, so whoops. And if you want even more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at louisa.ruby. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye!